Hello there, welcome to The Real You. This is Susanna. Thank you so much for choosing to watch my videos and for subscribing to my channel. Now this video will be on regrets and on how to start being more at ease with who you are today and with the decisions that you have taken in the past. Now, most of the state of dissatisfaction which we are confronted with in our daily life, depression included, are generated by the way we are evaluating our decisions from the past and the way we are evaluating our life as it is today. Sorry, Sparta, this is my cat. The way we are comparing our life as it is today to something that it could be or could have been or should have been. Okay, she's going to stay here for a while. So now we tend to look at the things that we wish we have done or we didn't do and the decisions that we took in the past in a very critical way. And this particular sensation of having wasted our time and all these regrets are an important source of suffering and distress, isn't it? Because unless we get to be in terms with who we are and where we are now, it is very unlikely to make better choices for now and for the future. Regrets leave us with this unsettling feeling, pushing us to try harder to fix the past, therefore being disconnected from what truly matters to us now. Now, in many of the sessions that I'm doing with my clients, what actually helps them a lot is to realize that whatever decisions they took in the past, however bad they look now, they were the best at the moment, at the time. And I know that you've heard this before, and I know that just by saying, oh yeah, that's the best I could have done, won't necessarily free you from the heaviness of the regrets you might be feeling now. So you might want to look into this subject from a deeper perspective, a different perspective, and this is what I want to do with you through this video. And as you probably learned already, or you probably know already, humans have always been pushed and motivated by a certain set of values. Our society evolves, if I can use this word, through the importance and the roles of these values. And of course, you know them. We have freedom, we have justice, we have sharing, we have respect, dignity, truth, etc. Now, values are the foundations of who we are, as they are part of the composition of this inner fabric of our soul and our identity as human beings. And without going further down the spiritual path here, if you are just to look at this particular level of values with a scientific approach, we can recognize that as long as these values are not met, we are suffering. Suffering actually comes from not fulfilling these values and not living up to them, or having the impression, please listen to this carefully, having the impression of not having attained them. And the impression that we have failed, or the tendency to see our life as a failure, come mainly because of this evaluation of these filters that are being imposed by Hollywood and all these commercials and the society we're living in today on what success is. However, at a deeper level, your soul has another agenda, and it has everything to do with your values, with what truly matters to you now. As for the actions in the past, it was what truly mattered to you then. Your soul is looking for something else, and the sense of true satisfaction with your life comes from living up to these values. I worked with a woman not long ago. She was in her 50s, and she had spent 15 years of her life taking care of her old parents and stayed with them, lived with them because they were quite ill. Her mom was actually sick both physically and mentally, and so for this reason, during this time she didn't get to find a man and to be in a relationship of her own. And so 1 year later, after both her parents passed away, she found herself in this very particular state of void and regrets, in a strange position where she was asking herself, where did her life go? Having the impression that she had sacrificed her life or wasted her life. Now, during the conversation we had, she realized that she was actually the one who made that choice and that decision according to what was important to her at that time, according to her value. And during the session, she suddenly felt at ease and at peace with her past and her decisions. And what's interesting is that in 2 months, she actually found somebody. Now, I see this so often. We tend to see certain moments of our lives as bad choices or as failures. And mostly we believe that we did them because of conditioning or blockages. What if they're not? What if beneath your most horrible choices in your past there was something exquisitely beautiful and powerful and not a limited belief? Can you really count on your dualistic mind for that conclusion? Or perhaps you're willing to have a deeper perspective from your heart and soul. In any case, one thing is sure and certain: there is always a positive intention behind any behavior or mental pattern. So let's explore this together and make your unconscious mind work on that for a while and bring forth some answers that might give you a sense of peace and ease with your past. So now I want you to think of a particular area of your life from your past for which you still have regrets, or you believe that you have failed, or that you have done wrong, or you have wasted your time with your relationships, your job, or whatever else. Think of this for a moment, allowing yourself to feel that particular sensation in your body. The taste of regret is quite unpleasant, isn't it? It is heavy and it spoils this very moment. It spoils your ability to enjoy life now. So just allow yourself to feel that, and on a scale from 0 to 10, I want you to evaluate the intensity of this feeling, where 0 is the total absence of this feeling and 10 is the maximum for you. And let's start with the karate chop. Even though I experienced this feeling of regret in regards to this particular situation of my life from my past, I chose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I think that in this specific situation I took the wrong decision, I chose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I believe that if I didn't take this decision, my life would have been so much better. I could have done so much more. I chose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. And even though I feel that I've wasted my time in my life by doing that, by taking that decision, I chose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. And now let's move into the points. We repeat the same affirmation on all the 8 points. This feeling of regret. Breathe gently and deeply through this feeling of regret, allowing yourself to experience this feeling. I'm going to guide you on the side of the eye, this feeling of regret. That's right. Deep, gentle, natural breathing and awareness under the eye, this feeling of regret. Acknowledge that feeling and breathe through it. Under the nose, this feeling of regret. On the chin, this feeling of regret. Just breathe through it calmly and gently. Acknowledge that. Feel what's happening. Collarbone, this feeling of regret. Under the arm, this feeling of regret. And on top of the head, this feeling of regret. Now you can open your eyes and we go on. And please keep on thinking about that particular decision, a decision that you regret. And we continue. I should have known better. I could have done better. I wish I had known better. I wish I had done better. Somehow I knew I was wrong, but I still did it. I failed. And I was wrong. It was the wrong thing to do. And there's nothing that I can do about it now. Please take a deep breath. Breathe through that. And let's say it again. There's nothing that I can do about that now. It's too late. I cannot turn back time. I cannot fix it anymore. It's too late. Again, it's too late. Under the arm, it's too late. Take a deep breath, please. Keep on tapping and breathing calmly. It's too late. Feel that? Breathe through it. But perhaps I did it for a reason. It must have served me back then. It must have brought me something. It did. That I'm not aware of now. I probably didn't get what I now think that I should have gotten out of it. But I definitely got something out of it. And I'm willing to see it and acknowledge it. I have learned something. Obviously, it was my decision back then. It was my choice. What is the value that I have attended to by taking this decision? What is the value that I have attended to back then by taking this decision? There was something that really mattered to you back then when you took that decision. Remember that. What was the value that I have attended to back then? What is the value that I have attended to back then that was important to me back then? What was important to me back then when I took this decision? Take a deep breath, please, and allow the answers to come forth. What was important to me back then when I took this decision? And what is actually great about it that I could start acknowledging now? What is great about this decision? At a deeper level, how this did really feed me? How did it serve me? Take a deep breath, please. Gentle, deep breath. How did it serve others? In the great scheme of things, how did this decision serve me or others? Allowing these answers to come forth. Allowing for a sense of peace and gratitude in regards to this decision from the past. Allowing for a sense of peace and gratitude in regards to this decision. Allowing for a sense of peace and gratitude in regards to this decision from the past. Allowing for a sense of peace and gratitude in regards to this decision that I took. Allowing for this realization to come forth. Allowing for this realization to come forth. And I chose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Very good. Now you can take a deep breath, drink some water, and evaluate again the intensity of the feeling on a scale from 0 to 10. And allow this session to work for you. Allow the unconscious mind to do this work for you, and repeat the session. Repeat it until you experience a sense of total freedom and liberation in your mind and body from these events from your past. And if you want to work directly with me and identify what truly matters to you and start to make real choices and real changes in your life, don't hesitate to contact me at the email address below. Thanks again for all your comments, your suggestions, for following me and liking my videos, and I'll see you soon.